What up, lads? Welcome to the TTP Survivor Series predictions.
Yes.
Let's-
I am excited.
I am actually
We'll see.
excited.
I'm a mix.
Uh, Look, the thing that I'm most excited for is not the Survivor Series match. We will get into it. Actually, I think that the men's Survivor Series is the third most exciting match to me.
I think I like the card. I think the card could have been better.
Yeah, I definitely think it could have been better. Again,
So-
we're hit with another 5-match card. I don't know if I love that, but this one is going to be heavily dominated by the War Games matches, so I'm not super mad at that.
Time-wise, it'll be okay this
Just
time.
War Games matches got to deliver here.
Yeah.
But we'll go first into a non-War Games match, and probably the least exciting one on the card is going to be the United States Championship match that has had, 2 weeks of build? Maybe?
If that, kind of.
LA Knight versus a returning Shinsuke Nakamura for the United States Championship. This got to be LA Knight, right?
I mean, it's yeah, probably. But, like, here's my thing. This is so
Random.
not relevant that, like, you could switch it could be Shinsuke. Like, and I don't know if it would make a big difference. I mean, not that I'm glad that Shinsuke is back. Like, cool to see him back. Nice to have him, all those things. But this is LA Knight's title reign has been
It's been buns.
rough.
It's been buns. It's been buns because
been
they haven't given a
rough.
fuck about it whatsoever.
They have not given him, like, really anything. We've, like, circled back to Santos, like, 4 times.
It reminds me of Bailey's Women's Championship run after Mania.
They
just
got the
completely,
big moment, and then they just dropped the whole thing, which is
just-
very much what they're doing here.
I mean, honestly, if you kind of want to, summarize LA Knight's character once he got over, that's basically what they've done with LA Knight.
Yeah.
They've really, really dropped the ball on something that seemed so easy to capitalize on.
Yeah.
They
Everybody loved him. He was so huge, and they just dropped it.
he still gets a good amount of pops.
He
I do
does,
believe that
which
that
is
aura is gone.
Impressive.
Yeah, that I think that aura, that excitement has definitely dissipated.
Yeah.
But I think that it would just be random to have Shinsuke win as he just came back.
I agree, but it might be a good idea to do to, like, get something going in this feud. If you have any hope of, like, making this feud real, it might be like Shinsuke, like, cheats to win or something and gets the title. Like, if you have any hope of making this interesting, that may be the way to go, because people are going to expect LA Knight to win.
Yeah, 100%. Just as I am. Look, Shinsuke's probably my top 30 favorite wrestlers of all time, maybe top 20 favorite wrestlers of all time.
30 is such a large number.
I don't know. Everyone says, like, oh yeah, this person's in my top 10, and then they have 40 people in their top 10. You don't really have they're not really in your top 10, and that's fine. He's probably in my top, 20 to 30.
Yeah.
But I've given up on them ever believing in Shin.
Yeah.
I would he's got this, face paint sort of thing, makeup thing going on. We don't really know. The character is very mysterious at this point. I do like
to go more into that, though.
I do like the little kind of more promo vignette stuff that they do with him. I like that in the Seth Rollins feud. I like that in the Cody feud.
Yeah.
But ultimately, this is how they treat Shinsuke Nakamura. They bring him back randomly and they give him a feud for a championship, and then he loses, and then we won't see him for another 6 months, which is really, really sad because I always believed in Shinsuke. Now that time has passed, and I think that he's not the same worker anymore. This is to me probably the popcorn match of the night. And
it's 110% the popcorn match.
they're giving this 8 to 10 minutes, and that's going to be
I still
LA
would
Knight
like
wins.
to. I mean, I guess I hear that and I agree. I think if they want to, like, actually try and put some effort into this feud, into either of these dudes' careers, I think have Shinsuke win, maybe have him cheat to win, and then, like, go deeper into whatever his character is. Do I think they're gonna do that? Probably not.
No.
But I would like to see them do that to make it just at least somewhat interesting.
Maybe that's a video that I do. Now I'm thinking about it. Like, maybe I do
How you'd book it or whatever.
or just like booking LA Knight's US title, because it's
What it should have been.
It's so bad at the
Yeah.
moment, and the opponents weren't even necessarily bad. Santos could have made something interesting. They didn't. Andrade could have made something interesting. They
couldn't have
didn't.
done anything
Mello, they could have done so much with. They didn't. And it's just kind of like you already ran through 3 good opponents and gave lackluster story to absolutely everything.
Yeah.
It's just kind of disappointing. I don't think that this is on LA Knight, but maybe I'm wrong. But I think
I don't
that
think
this
so
is a
either.
booking
I
issue.
think there's only so much you can do with what you're given. So.
The next match is my favorite match of the night. This is going to be for Johnny. This is the triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship between Braun Breaker, Sheamus, and Ludwig Kaiser. I cannot wait. Ludwig is going down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If I truly wanted to be delusional here, I'd say my boy Sheamus won, got his Grand Slam championship. That's not happening. Braun is winning, but this is going to be a mega hoop sesh. I will be nice for a second. Say Ludwig Kaiser, extremely solid in-ring worker. Mm-hmm. Sheamus, top 5 in-ring worker in WWE at the moment. Braun might be in that list as well. So we're going to have a phenomenal match. I hope that sometimes they give it. They did it for the triple threat at WrestleMania with Gunther and Drew McIntyre and Sheamus, where they kind of just throw one of the guys out. Personally, I'd like it to be Ludwig. Ludwig out and just let Sheamus and Braun go ham for 5 to 8 minutes. Yeah. Just give us a taste, because I do think that if Braun holds that title till Mania, which I do think possibly maybe he won't, but if he holds that title till Mania, it is Braun versus Sheamus for the Intercontinental Championship. I just thought of a whole theory while talking about this. I wonder if Drew comes back and beats Braun, and Drew is like slain at WrestleMania by Sheamus.
Huh?
So Sheamus always wants to be Intercontinental Champion. That's right, his thing.
He wants the
That's his thing. Right. So what if he keeps going after Braun, keeps losing, right, from somewhere or another, Ludwig, and you just all of the shit happening. Drew just comes in, first opportunity, beats Braun. Because Drew's a very believable guy to beat Braun. And then Sheamus and Drew kind of mocks him. Like, you tried so hard for years. I did it one night. I don't even care about this title that much. And then Sheamus gets pissed off and he faces him at Mania, and he wins it and brings that prestige to it.
See, this is like, for anyone watching, this is what our conversations are all the time, is we're randomly talking about something and then he goes, I can make a video on this. Wait, I have a theory on this. Wait, I know how I'd book this. This really happens. Yeah. Seeing it in live time.
Yeah. It just clicked.
I think this match is made for someone like you. Mm-hmm. Who likes the bangers? The bangers. You like the bangers.
I'm all about a banger.
The slapping meat stuff.
Big meaty man slapping meat. Ludwig's not a big meaty man, but...
No. I'm sure it'll be great for that. Mm-hmm. This is probably... I don't even know where this is for me. I'm sure it'll be good. I'm over
It's got to be over LA and Shinsuke, right?
I mean, yeah.
Is it over Gunther and Priest?
I don't know. It depends on if I get to see Daddy Dom.
And Gunther Priest? Yeah. I doubt it.
Why?
Why would he show up in that match?
Okay. Damien, because Damien's an asshole.
We'll talk about that match next. Gunther Priest. Oh, okay. Right. So wait. So who do you have winning? I think Braun wins, right?
Oh yeah.
Who do you have?
So.
Okay,
yeah,
Braun.
I think so. Sorry, we forgot the whole predictions part in the prediction.
Gunther Priest.
I'm sticking with Gunther.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Gunther. Yeah. I think that there is a part of me that wonders if I'm debating on if something happens in the main event that could cause some intrigue with that if there's a babyface champion. But also, I'm going to say Gunther wins this, right?
Yeah.
I think he may be going babyface. Why isn't he talking?
I don't know. Can I be honest? I know that like they're using it as the angle of like he's so scared of Damien he can't talk. I kind of don't. No,
it's from what I've seen, it's been hated online.
I hate it.
So far, I have seen people being like, it feels like they've neutered him.
It does. It feels like they're really like, it's almost like they're handcuffing him.
Yeah,
like
100%. That's what it feels like.
There
has to be a bigger purpose to this.
Gunther's good on the mic.
No, he's very good.
So
very,
it's like, why are we not letting him? And Damien's gotten a lot better on the mic.
Absolutely.
I will never say that again.
I will say.
So, like, let them both go.
I will say, it's really letting Damien shine. Damien looks like a mega star each time that he does all this mic work. Yeah. But I think you can have Damien have a real, like, promo battle. That's okay. You can have it with Gunther, you know what I mean?
It kind of gives the same vibe that the whole Judgment Day Terror Twins story gave, where it was like they pull back everybody else to let
they neuter every character. Yeah.
And now I didn't even think of it that way until literally right now, but now they're doing that with Gunther too.
I think they're...
What is the obsession with the
Triple H is a Terror Twin stan. He got it. He got a T-shirt on in Gorilla, rocking it.
Triple H is like he's on Stan.
Y'all think that
he's on Stan like way more than we all think he is.
Y'all think that he's like out here tweeting about like the booking and stuff? No, he is tweeting with the stands of Liv Dom and Terror Twins.
That Rhea Ripley Queen 728. He's like, yes, bitch.
I don't know
Preach.
who that is, but yeah.
That was a random name. I was
okay.
making it up. But that's like what Stan Twitter is.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like Rhea
100%.
Ripley
Yeah,
Queen
yeah, yeah.
728 or
Yeah.
like
No,
whatever.
that's a good name.
Or like
It's a good name.
Liv Dom Lover would be like, those are like Stan Twitter names, and he's definitely in there like, yes, bitch, retweet. Yes. 100%. Yeah, I'm going with Gunther here. There's a lot of tea going down with like Liv Dom Finn JD, so I don't know if we're gonna get Daddy Dom in this match. I don't know if we get Daddy Dom at all, which would be a travesty. So I hope to see him at some
I think he
point.
may get involved in the women's championship match or the women's War Games match, but I do think there is a small chance maybe Finn and Damien and all of Judgment Day come back because this is where that started, where they started the turn. They turned on Damien during the Gunther match. That could make some sense. I just feel like there has to be a bigger purpose onto why he is not talking, and I think that he's not talking because he's like regrettably called him street trash, and he's like he doesn't want to. He's kind of seen like the errors of his ways, and he's going to go babyface.
Maybe.
And I think that if he goes babyface, there is a possible guy for him to go up against him. We will talk about that here in a second. But we will go. Okay. Obviously, we both have Gunther. We both have Gunther. We both have Braun. We both have LA Knight. So we have not differed one bit yet. So we got Rhea Ripley. We got the women's War Games match. We got Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Io Sky, and Bayley versus the Judgment Day, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, and Candice LeRae. Liv Nia team has to win.
If they don't win, I might flip a table. I'm gonna be real.
They have to win.
Because like we've taken, and by we I mean Liv and I and other Liv stands.
Right.
We've taken a lot of shit. Okay, we have tolerated a lot of our champion being pinned.
A lot.
Our champion taking L's. Our champion with a weird random personality twists. About 12 times.
Who?
Like,
Liv?
Yes, Liv being like, I'm gonna like kill you, Rhea, and then running away every chance she gets. And like all the weird, like we have gone through everything, Triple H. We have dealt with it all.
Well, Triple H doesn't
if
care.
You have both of your champions on the same fucking side and Rhea Ripley still wins, I'm flipping tables. I'm going to Stamford. I will lose my shit.
Now, we were just talking on the pod, twitch.tv/Triple Threat Pod. Check us out. And one of the chatters was like, yeah, Nia's been pinned 4 times as champion.
And Liv's been pinned multiple times as champion.
That's a lot for these champions. So it makes me worried that they're just like, what's another one?
Right.
But I think that they got to give it to Liv and Nia, this team. It's both the women's champions.
The problem is you literally like Triple H is not avoiding the allegations at this point that he is like just in love with Rhea Ripley for some reason.
And
like,
Damian Priest.
But right now, like he is just like putting gasoline on the fucking fire to those allegations, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. If he has both of his champions, you have 2 champions on the same side, they both lose. That's never occurred.
That's rough.
That has never fucking happened in the history of wrestling, that you have 2 champions on the same side and they lose. That's literally like your biggest pet peeve is in tag team wrestling when you throw random people together, but because one of them is the champion, they win.
I hate it. You put like, John Cena and fucking whoever, and then they beat up the Usos or something. I hate it.
Right, but that's like exactly what I'm saying. Like in every case, you don't beat the champion.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a rare occasion in a feud where like the person's gonna take the title eventually, like whatever it is. Yeah. Rarely. Yeah. But for both of these women's champions to have multiple. Yeah. Taking the pin, not just losses, but taking the pin is fucking insanity to me. So if they do not win, I'm going to lose my shit.
I will say, a little worried, considering Rhea's on that side and Bianca's on that side. Bianca wins a lot.
I know. I'm hoping that it's like, I'm hoping it's something like Bianca and Bayley like still have issues and they get distracted, or like Naomi turns or something.
Bayley, right?
Mm-hmm. Naomi could turn.
So that's what I was gonna say. We could literally see a turn from any of them.
I have a theory. I have a booking idea.
We're gonna.
I do.
Are we gonna Dakota Kai this situation?
I don't know. What?
Go ahead.
What does that mean? So I'm thinking. So now, as of approximately an hour ago, the rumor is that Jade is not actually injured.
Sure.
right?
Sure.
So, therefore, she doesn't actually need to not be present. But she's already replaced. So what if these girls come out mid to the end of the match, Jade walks out, and she's like, Naomi,
you did it.
You fucked me up. You took me
did
out.
It. That
you
would
little
be
bitch to bring Bailey in. She exposes Naomi mid-match. All hell goes loose. And then that's how the other girls take advantage. And they win because now Rhea probably doesn't give a shit. But Bianca's fighting with Naomi. Bailey's trying to get in the middle and figure things out. Io is like, hello, guys, trying to moonsault. And Rhea is just going after Liv. But all hell breaks loose.
I like that a lot.
If she's not actually hurt, she could show up.
I like that a lot. Her showing up, outing Naomi, take down Naomi.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Take her down. And then Bianca be like, what the fuck
is happening?
Right?
Yeah.
And then, you could even have it on SmackDown. We're recording this before SmackDown. Like, Bianca and Bailey have seemingly still had issues. Bianca doesn't trust Bailey, and then Bianca's wrong the entire time.
Yeah, and
like,
it was actually Naomi, her
and
friend.
all of this is happening during the match, and then obviously they take advantage of all of this distraction, and we got
if they're not
Io
willing
and Rhea.
to let, because you have two strong women's champions that are extremely popular and have really great reigns of potential, but if that's not enough for you, Triple H, and you need something else, that's how you can get them to win.
That's really good. I really like that.
Thank you.
I think that would be a dope-ass way.
I got shit up here, too.
I think that... Now, they keep going, Jade's not going to be back for a while. Jade's not going to be back for a while.
So
it would be interesting because nobody would be expecting that. Not a single soul would be expecting that.
If she really isn't hurt, the reports are all following suit that she is. So everybody's thinking she's not coming
legit
back.
Out. Yeah.
And... If that's true, and she's not her, and that is something of the plan where she shows up at War Games, all you gotta do is hold that true for more 48 hours.
100%.
At the very least, keep people confused.
Yep.
For another 48 hours.
Yeah.
PW Insider is the only one that has said she is not hurt.
Yeah.
Fightful is not confirmed. I did tag Sean though to be like, yo, what up? But
we should hit him up in the Discord.
But nobody else has said it.
Yeah.
So if they can just keep the ball rolling of like, conflicting reports for literally just 40 hours from right now, it is 7:11 p.m. on Thursday. If you can roll it for 48 more hours, it would be a huge pop.
It's a really good theory. That's a really good theory. Look at you. You should do TikToks.
Thank you. I am on TikTok. It's usually me bitching about something though. But
so
yes, that's
ultimately,
my booking theory and my prediction.
Liv Nia team wins it. The
Yes.
women's champions. Crazy to think about the women's champion winning.
It's insane that that's a question. To me.
However, I just really hoping Io has a strong performance.
I think she will.
She's the GOAT. She's wrestled in every single women's War Games that they've had.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna need to see, even though she's done it multiple times, I'm gonna need to see the moonsault off the cage.
Of course you are.
And honestly, I'd like to see Tiffany Stratton do the same.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah. I'd also like to see them further the Nia, Tiffany, Candace story a little bit, because this is another one where they kind of like, they go and then they hit the brakes. Then they go and then they hit the brakes. Then they go and then they hit the brakes.
Sure.
I'd like them to see more of like Tiffany and Candace kind of fighting over Nia.
Yeah.
And that eventually Nia has to choose.
Yeah.
She probably chooses Candace.
Right.
Tiffany goes babyface, the whole fucking thing. But I'd like to see a little bit more of that.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a War Games, just like coming up at some point. I just like to see that kind of progress a little.
Now, also, do not be shocked if the MVP of this match ends up being Candice LeRae. If you ever seen her on the Indies, her hardcore matches, she goes hard.
I did not know that about her until like a year or so ago when you showed me some of those.
It would be nice to see Candice go balls to the wall in this match.
I think there's a good chance that she does.
Candice,
because this is her first, not to be rude, but like this is her first real chance on the main roster in a very, very, very long time.
Candice and Bailey run the blade, you know what I'm talking about?
I wouldn't be shocked.
Blood pouring
really
from Candice.
Hard. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going with Liv and Nia team.
Yes.
And now we go to the main event, the OG Bloodline with CM Punk versus the new Bloodline with Bronson Reed.
Which is like, I didn't want it to be Seth, but why not Seth?
It was a nice little trip up, though I think that Bronson kind of makes sense. So, like, I kind of like this.
Why? He doesn't do anything.
I just like that, it just, like, logically makes sense of, like, if the new Bloodline were to call up somebody to get, who would they take? someone like Bronson Reed would be the top guy that you would want on your team.
I guess.
I just think just off that logical thing that would make sense. Now, I am actually more torn than I thought I was going to be on this match.
I am rooting for Solo Sikoa harder than I have ever rooted for somebody in my entire fucking existence. Maybe minus the Jeff Hardy title run.
This is your nightmare.
This is quite literally, I'm living a nightmare right now.
Yeah. Roman Reigns, you hate. CM Punk, you hate.
It's literal
Jimmy
fucking
Uso,
insanity.
you love. Sammy, you love.
But I'm sorry, I don't think I can love them enough to root for that
She
team.
even commented on the fact that I said that she loved Jimmy.
I didn't hear that. I just can't do it.
So, my only thing, I am at a 90% that the OG bloodline wins.
Okay.
However, there is one world where they do not.
Where CM Punk turns.
And that world is CM Punk turning on Roman.
Wow, a heel turning heel. It's crazy.
With a chair shot to Roman Reigns handed
Wait, so I
by
have a
Paul
question.
Heyman.
Outside of Roman Reigns like shitting on Punk for being a shitty person, which is hilariously ironic, what is the
No,
issue with
so the issue actually stems from Punk. The issue
Shocking.
is so Punk created the Shield, right?
Okay.
Punk wanted 3 guys to come up with him and kind of be his bodyguards. So it was his idea. He wanted
to be his
it to be Seth, Mox, and he wanted Chris Hero. Shout out Chris Hero, one of the greatest Ring of Honor wrestlers of all time, tag team partner, legendary with Kings of Wrestling with Claudio
so
Castagnoli.
He didn't want Roman is the problem.
He didn't want Roman, a.k.a. Leaki at the time. And they were like, no, that's going to be our guy. So you want this team, you're also getting him.
Yeah.
And Punk was like, all right, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So then Punk was running down in the Colt Cabana podcast that just had its 10-year anniversary or whatever, where he was all pissed off because he was like, WWE has just fed this guy, just given this guy everything. He's just the guy, blah, blah, blah.
Which is exactly what he's getting right now.
And it really made, not only did, WWE fans could definitely see, hey, they're pushing Roman down our throats. But when that happened, there is a shift when that podcast came out that people were like, fuck Roman Reigns because he represents the WWE corporate person. And Roman has said multiple times that this made a horrible change in his career where it was so hard for him as a babyface to be over with the crowd because they just saw him as this corporate dude that that they were just pushing down his throat. Yeah. Now, that's also WWE's fault because they just continued that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that became that label got stamped on Roman for such a long time.
Isn't CM Punk supposed to be for the workers and helping people build them up? And
except if you disagree with him. Yes.
Right. Okay. Just checking. Yeah. So fuck CM Punk, but also fuck Roman Reigns. I don't even know I don't even know how I decipher through that. That's a therapy session.
I love Roman.
I'm going for Solo Sikoa. I love you, Solo, my tribal chief. Please win.
So thank God.
Please win.
Thank God we actually disagree on something. I'm going to go with the OG bloodline and Punk. I just don't think that you can have Roman, you can have Punk, you can have Jay, Jimmy, Sammy, these big wrestlers and have them lose.
Yes, these big wrestlers and CM Punk. All you gotta do is just hit him with something. He'll break a bone. It'll be fine.
I do think that there's the theory going around because Heyman was wearing the same exact suit as Solo, and then he gave that wink to Jimmy and Jimmy kept leaving and coming back and leaving and coming back that Jimmy could actually be working with Solo.
It is very weird that Paul wore that outfit. Because he never wears that.
Right.
If he didn't wear... It's not like a wrestler where, they can change it up a little bit from, shirt to shirt or, whatever. But, Paul wears the same motherfucking suit every single time. He does not change. So it is a little weird that he switched it up. And it's just so noticeable.
Yeah.
It was the first thing I noticed when he walked out.
But that's the issue to me is, if they're going to do a hint to it, that's a noticeable hint.
But it's a noticeable hint, but it's not enough to make you think, 100%.
No, definitely not. But it was interesting. Paul did an interview that I was watching, and he goes, the dude is asking a bunch of legacy questions, and then he just goes, Paul, why did you wink at Jimmy Uso? And Paul so quickly just goes, hadn't seen him in a while. And he had it ready, and it really reminds me of when they were asking MJF that question on why he threw the wire at the kid, and he goes, he looked thirsty. Yeah. And he just had it ready.
Had an excuse prepared for it if it came.
Yes.
That's fair.
So, what I think that they could do is that Roman, the man that he can trust the most is Paul.
Okay.
So Roman has let his guard down to trust Jay, even though it's really Jay letting his guard down.
Yeah.
Roman is letting his guard down to trust Sammy.
Yeah.
Roman is letting his guard down to trust Punk.
This is probably when Heyman turns is going to be what we're kind of all waiting for, which is that final straw where Roman breaks and he's at rock bottom.
Yeah. I think so. He's finally put his guard down again.
Yeah.
And that's very, very tough for Roman. I think Roman's entire character.
Sad story.
Roman's entire character is definitely a guy that has a lot of trust issues, right?
Mm-hmm.
Paul breaks that trust.
Yeah.
And then you set up Roman Reigns versus CM Punk at WrestleMania.
I'd kill myself.
At WrestleMania. However, I don't love it because I think that the world title should be the main event.
It'll probably be main event night one.
No, I'm saying that this would be main event night one because Cody Rock would be main event night two.
Oh God, that's gross too. I'm so glad we're not paying for this.
That's what I'm thinking of. But now I guess you don't have to have the World Heavyweight Championship on the line because
there's two championships.
They have done it before where like Seth and Drew didn't main event night one, right? But then I'm assuming that night one world title match is probably, if you're not having Punk in it, and it's not Punk and Seth, or it's not Punk and Cena, then it's Gunther and Cena.
Yeah.
You not gonna have Cena main event?
Do you think
if it's for the world title to tie the record?
I think the problem is Roman and Punk as actual humans are gonna throw bitch fits if they're not in the main event, but they're not in the title scene. So but it's Cena, so. I don't know what they're going to do, to be honest, unless they do some sort of triple threat thing.
I think I know what they might do.
See, it's live happening.
I think I know what they might do. Okay, call me crazy, call me Carson.
Okay, Carson.
Roman, Punk. I don't love this, but Roman, Punk. Main event night one. Winner gets put into a triple threat match against Cody and Rock at night two.
That's disgusting. Why would you do that? Why would you have them main event twice?
They literally did it last year.
Right, and I hated it. Why would you have the main event twice?
Because a lot of people liked it.
I hated it.
Well, that also gives Punk his main event that he's always wanted.
I want a lot of fucking things I don't get, and I'm a better person.
My only gripe with that is that it's then not good. So what I was saying also with Gunther turning babyface is I could see Gunther turning babyface and then going after, and then Punk being the heel.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to go with the OG Bloodline and act like everything that I just said won't happen. And I do think that I'm coming out with a video, I don't know, later this week or next week. CM Punk is turning heel. I am fully convinced that CM Punk is turning heel and he will be heel at WrestleMania.
He's already heel.
I just don't know if that's with a championship. I don't know if that's against Gunther. I don't know if that's against Reigns. I don't know if that's against Cena. I don't know if that's against Rollins.
So disgusting.
But Punk is turning heel, 100%. Punk and Heyman are turning heel. I just wonder, are they doing it at Survivor Series or if they're doing a slow burn on that? Apparently, Roman is going to be on Raw a lot at the beginning of the year of 2025.
To satisfy Netflix.
But I think that that's also going to be Punk and Roman feuding.
Gross. We might cancel some Raw streams.
That's all I have. I still think OG Bloodline wins, and they give a slow burn because Triple H loves a slow burn.
He does, but also sometimes he doesn't. So I am going with the Bloodline.
So
I love you so low.
So this match will be what determines who wins.
Please win. Please get rid of Tongaloa first.
That's it. Let us know what your guys' prediction for each of these matches are.
If you have any booking ideas.
Let us know if Punk is turning heel.
He's already heel.
And let us know when Sheamus becomes Grand Slam champion. Because that will happen.
Sure.
Eventually.
Okay.
One day.
Okay.
Also, we didn't talk about the very last thing. No fucking Cody Rhodes in this.
That's fucking insane.
Crazy. Put the man on
a travesty.
The title reign itself for the story sucks, so at least give it good matches.
It is crazy that, like, they really will say fuck their champions for the few people that Triple H really likes. It's a little crazy.
Yeah.
Which I thought would have been Cody, but I guess apparently even he's not high enough.
Well, I mean, that makes sense. Cody's mid.
Yeah, shut up.
Deuces, guys.